Enough of this pointless line of questioning. Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright. Surely you aren't suggesting one of these people in the trailer went to Studio One?
Well, Mr. Wright. I just remembered a whole lot about how this case goes, based off of where they're going with this.
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
You claim someone from this trailer went to Studio One.
That's impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. And I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time.
Aha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. Around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Miss Monkey's severed head.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
And I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manello from the stand.
What? It's over.
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people at Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is clear that none of these people would have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume and no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor.
Oh, I know, it showed his backside.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Why can you see his crack?
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment of the Steel Samurai when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Oh, we got the kid.
Order. I will have order. I see. The court will now take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear from your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
I think I remembered the pretty big twist for this case. And what do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. And I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me?
It seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, and I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all.
You. Thanks. No.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
No, I didn't have any dialogue. October 19th, 11/15th, District Courtroom 10th, number 4. And the butt crack is gone.
Court is now in session, back in session, I should say, for the trial of Mr. Powers. Will Powers, which is a sweet name.
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade school of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edward taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on?
Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
How come I never see any donuts?
Will the witness state his name and grade in school?
Hey, no one answered me about the donuts.
Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer this question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. And I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness! I mean Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine.
I prefer bearded gentlemen myself.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Idiots. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of that in the court record.
Digital camera, he always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident.
I went to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and I went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there's a Steel Samurai. He totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
You're in the studio. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Wanted to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Alright, let's save. Dun 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 dun. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do! I take every show! And I go to all the live performances! That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course! Duh! My dad always takes me. Poor dad. A map on the internet. Hold it! What's this internet you're talking about? Was that day the first time you've been to the studio? No, actually, I've been there a couple times. I never managed to get in there on rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right, please continue. We need not dwell on the security lady.
Chill, Pops, I was getting to it. How am I supposed to talk when you cut me off all the time? Jeez! To the woods, off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know, the studios are in a valley there. You got the path there a little, there's the woods, that's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going to the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see the monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head was busted. His head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio?
I got kinda lost on the way there for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out of the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. He looked like he was thinking about something before going in. And he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? Totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? Guy. Person. Kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. Oh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! Oops. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yeah, I suppose he was. Had my camera with me, that would have been the time. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. This kid's a little brat.
Okay. So we pressed him on everything. I think that the contradiction is something to do with... he says he always has his camera, but I have to have a piece of evidence where it states that he always has his camera. Which I'm pretty sure they just gave to me right before this. Because they just said that. So. Always carries it. I'll be like, wait, you didn't have your camera that day? What are you talking about?
Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You're quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
No, was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
Oh, it's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I like this music. This isn't like things are going your way. If you're on the right track. And then when you've got them, then the super intense music plays. This is called, I think, Pursuit. And then the other one that's intense, like when you're like cornering the bad guy, it's called Cornered. Anyway.
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a
Wow.
A chore piled!
Okay.
How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so!
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. And the Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! Then, the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. Oops. Hold it! Why didn't you use it?
He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Usually those sentences, the last sentence they have, flows into this one too. So like, the whole, yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action, that all flows. Then usually what they do is when you press something, they expand upon it, and then their last sentence flows into this as well. It's weird because it didn't do it this time. And that's like a pretty standard thing. I think it's pretty cool. Because it's basically, if you imagine the dialogue as being like a linear thing, you're taking something else and you're going like this, and then returning back to the linear part. That one like didn't quite connect. So anyway, I'm gonna get a drink of water. That's really loud snap sounds. Like that. I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Steel Samurai. He goes for the bad guy. Wham. So the bad guy attacked him first? Spears don't go wham. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next?
The bad guy stopped moving. Why? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. And he's still being vague about this. Why, don't give me that look, Pops! Now, should I play this? I'm not supposed to press him super hard. But maybe it's worth taking the hit. Odie. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection! What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses the samurai slap? I like these little scenes where they look like super intense in the background's like, and then we got like the, I forget what this song's called, but like the really dire music. My point is this, Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. I know, their objection voices are so like forceful.
Order! Mr. Wright! How could this be? Can you explain how we might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing, Your Honor. I'm trying to ask him that. Yeah, this is intense. What if the kid did it? We've kind of established that the kid probably couldn't lift the spear. They were saying, like, women couldn't lift the spear, so probably not the kid. Although he is a male, and he practices with a samurai sword.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track. I believe you're on the right track with things. Think, why couldn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why couldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
If you were watching really, really closely, they kind of actually showed something. They kind of showed something that explains it like quite a while back. I guess I wouldn't really tell you who did it, but it kind of explained how this went down. Anyway. He couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. Show evidence. Evidence that he couldn't see it? Contains victory scene. In every battle, the Steel Samurai has won. Why couldn't he watch it? Because a scrapbook. That doesn't make sense. Because he was in the woods, so the pathing block doesn't matter, right? Sleeping pills. It's gotta come in somewhere, but that's probably later on in the case. Pretty much every piece of evidence they give you is useful, so it really can't be Spear has nothing to do with him being able to see it or not being able to see it. Check the guide map. Does that have to do with the guide map? There's no like Cody in the background. Your Honor, I have evidence. I don't think it's the other option, but I'm not really sure what piece of evidence it is. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Oh, see, now they're asking something different. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Someone died? For real? Maybe he took a picture? Because he said he always takes a picture. Contains photos of every victory scene in a battle. So maybe he did take a picture? Try the map? Picture makes sense too. I try the picture since Cody isn't there. Oh, and this? Well, this isn't like when it... Okay, I'll try the map. Here's my proof!
Proof.
Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything.
Lost your nerve, have you?
Very well, I'll ask you the question again. You've ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of Steel Samurai. Why couldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Okay, so it doesn't hurt. It doesn't even hurt me on this one. I was thinking really hard, but now I can kind of take a few more wild guesses here. I guess we can present this. I don't really understand it. This one. Here's my proof. Okay, so it's not that. So I'm guessing the scrapbook, and then maybe the camera? Okay, so it's on the scrapbook. Maybe he did take a picture, but he was told to keep his mouth shut or delete it. I'm thinking, because he says he always takes a picture, so I'm thinking he did take a picture, though. Maybe he took... Oh! He looked away because he was taking a picture of the final blow, so he didn't actually see it because he was busy like trying to take a picture of it. Well, he wasn't really like looking up at it. Okay. All right, no, I got it. Here's my proof, Your Honor.
What's that? The camera? Where's the giant flashbulb? And the Polaroid? How do the Polaroids go out of the camera, Mr. Wright? If this is a camera, then where is the Polaroid? Mr. Wright, please.
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that. Ah!
Correct. Why would Cody be looking elsewhere at the critical moment?
Can he see through the camera, though?
Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture! Okay, that makes a little more sense than what I was saying, but it's the same... Yeah. He was just trying to operate the camera he's unfamiliar with, that's all. Hey! Bullseye! What's your problem, Pops? You gotta think we're picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. But he was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right, Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
She's like slowly turning into Edgeworth's voice when I'm doing her voice.
Have him testify again, Phoenix.
Right. Yeah, means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Get dunked. Oh, he's kind of crying. Get undunked. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open up in time, so I missed it. That's all that really happened, yep.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with cross-examination anyway. Okay. Right, Pops. Hold it! Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer.
I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I'm the bearded gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups, you're also self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Come on, testify. Yikes! Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely?
I held my camera and took a picture.
Why couldn't you take a picture? Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. And I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
When the lens opened, what did you see?
A person on the ground. The Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have, once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one?
Sure, press him hard. There's nothing else for me to do.
Now he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture!
Hey!
Bullseye!
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. I'm a lawyer.
That's him showing his badge. Wish I had mine, I don't know where it is.
Wow.
This feels great. I'm totally beating up on a little kid right now.
That's just your level of inquiry, Mr. Wright. You really could take a kid, couldn't you? And that's about it.
Okay, Edgeworth, this is my cross-examination. Why don't you just stuff it over there?
I agree, Mr. Edgeworth. Just stuff it for now.
Yeah, I took the picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
You erased them?
Mr. Wright, can you explain how you could erase a physical picture?
No. Judge, please. Just go on the internet and look it up yourself.
The internet. What is that?
I'll see you after court, Judge. We'll talk about it then.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I'll see you after court.
No, not like that.
Yeah.
Why would you erase the picture of your beloved Steel Samurai, victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about.
He's about the Steel Samurai. Have you not been paying attention? Look, I know you're dead and all, but come on.
Took a few shots, but it's too late, so I erased them.
But no, not press. Dang it!
I didn't mean to press, I meant to present, because I wanted to take a look at my evidence. I have to go all the way to the end. No! No! Ah! Okay. Photo contains every victory scene and every battle won for every single Steel Samurai. So does that mean he's missed one? I think I present this. I don't know if I present this to this statement or maybe a different one. I'm gonna look at the statement. A few shots, it was too late, so I even scrapbook. Ones wouldn't open, so I missed it. Yeah, it's not gonna be unreal. I think it's the scrapbook, and I think I have to present it here to this statement. Because then this... Not so much that the scrapbook itself contradicts his statement, he could just be like, oh, I didn't put that in the scrapbook. But it's... You kind of have to go off of what the game is telling you the scrapbook is, and this is saying every battle, which
So that line there directly contradicts with I erased them. So that's where the contradiction is. I think that's it.
Objection!
Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? My computer has everything on it? Whatever. I go to every live performance. I take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands a final blow with Sam. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah!
Mr. Right, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory, Your Honor, even though it says Samurai Scrapbook. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? That we haven't looked through this and found that in there? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Okay, so they did look through it and there wasn't anything there that was said. Order. Mr. Right, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see the picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way!
Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually?
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Order me a chai latte with no foam. Mr. Right, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why were there no pictures in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
The photos being blurry is plausible. He erased them by mistake. There's nothing in here to signify that. Steel Samurai didn't win. He wouldn't take a picture of the killing final blow if the Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth!
Order. I will have the chai latte. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? Oh, what did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
He had a very strangely grown-up head. Oh, Cornered is playing to a child crying. Here we go. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose the fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. And then he didn't move. Take that, small child. Got him.
Order. This child's hopes and dreams are being shattered right in front of us. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
An error? What's this all about?
The Steel Samurai was the victim. Well, Hammer is the... Yes, Hammer was the victim. Yeah, but Hammer was the... Okay, Hammer was the victim. The Hammer was the Steel Samurai, right? I don't know. The Steel Samurai is the victim. That's what we're trying to get at right here. The Steel Samurai lost. The Steel Samurai was the victim. And if you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple, Edgeworth. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. And that's why you can save at those moments, so you can see the ridiculous, like, there was no victim.
Oh, Mr. Wright, you realize that somebody is dead, right?
Of course, Edgeworth. But that person wasn't the victim.
You know, however they argue it.
It's confusing wording, all things considered. Yeah, but, like, we're not saying who is in the Steel Samurai suit. So we're just saying the Steel Samurai lost, and so was the victim there. Anyway. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai, which hopefully would have been able to pick that as well, but knowing Ace Attorney, that other answer would be wrong for no reason.
Order, order, order! Where's that chai tea? So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, they're saying this man in this costume was Mr. Jack Hammer.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury.
But wait, had Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
No, we don't have to flash back to her. No!
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was different. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Me what? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? What's that?
Mr. Wright, don't make me explain it to you.
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What?
Show us quick!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now! Don't make me go over there and operate your camera for you.
No, no.
No, I don't think that would be a good idea.
Here, this is it. It is a Polaroid camera after all, magically.
Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright.
And I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence, except he's at Studio 2 in that picture. Which, if you remember where Studio 2 is, that is not Studio 1 where he died.
Be gentle. Now!
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. Mia,
Mia, what?
look at that photograph. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I look at that photograph?
Certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
Find the inconsistency in the photo? He's at Studio 2? Take that! I think it's here.
You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual.
I suppose that's because I'm not confident. I suppose that's because I'm not confident at all. Confident at all.
Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright.
Yes, please, Your Honor. What?
No, that's definitely it. It's definitely... This is the 2. He's at the wrong studio. That's what I pointed at. I pointed at the 2. It's definitely the 2.
Take that!
I think it's here. What? We're gonna point at this?
Take that!
Oh, I'm sorry. The court can't read the 2 backwards. Oh, I guess it's a S for the studio. Is that the letter? Is that studio and not a 2? You can't even see the 2 in this photo. Okay. Whatever, stupid game. I see. A gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number. Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct?
Here's the chorded music.
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible! What's all this about? Please explain, so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide now. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in the photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Therefore, somebody switched the 1 and the 2! Oh, sorry. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime.
Show the judge where the murder took place. We just... yeah, okay.
Studio 2! Take that! Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place at Studio 2.
Path is blocked. No filming is done there. The trailer. Well, the trailer is there because there's people in the trailer, right? Is that what I'm getting at with that one? The path being blocked, I don't even... Doesn't matter if the path was blocked. We have a picture of him at Studio 2, so even if the path was blocked, we got there somehow anyway. No filming is done there. I don't even know what that means, so... Oh, like why would he go there in a Steel Samurai costume? Yeah, but that's not really the point. He is there. We have a picture of it. The trailer is there. That's gotta be it.
And as you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path in the trailer was blocked.
So we've heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2.
Order! This is ridiculous. Where's my chai latte?
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
This is madness!
No, this is Sparta.
Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Nor do you have proof. Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume.
What? No, it's not the camera. Okay, and every that. Nothing to do with it. Sleeping pills? In the employee area, Jack Hammer, Will Powers went down for a nap. He was knocked out with sleeping pills, he could steal the costume. That doesn't explain why he stole it, but that evidence supports that he stole it? Plus the ankle thing, they said he already knew about that? He proved that Jack Hammer stole the costume. It's not the spear. It couldn't be the spear, right? No, it couldn't be the spear. It's just part of the costume he could have stolen. Guide map's not gonna help. Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. It'd be either of the two dragging their legs, except what's-his-face was asleep because of the sleeping pills. Willpower was asleep because of the sleeping pills, so he couldn't have been the one in the photo dragging the leg. And this happened at 2 p.m. and he died at 2:30. That all makes sense. I think it's the sleeping pills? I think?
I have proof!
Wouldn't call it proof, I would call it like supporting evidence, maybe? We found mysterious sleeping pills that would allow him to do this?
You do?
You do, Mr. Wright.
Now that they're so surprised, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume.
Okay, I don't know if I call it proof.
Here's evidence that kind of supports it. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle.
And I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table with where Mr. Powers and Mr. Hammer ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills. You're going to have to explain this new technology to me, Mr. Wright.
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a minute. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea.
Fingerprint the bottle, examine Hammer's body, test Powers' blood. Test Powers' blood? Probably not. Fingerprint the bottle? Sure. Examine Hammer's body? That wouldn't make sense for sleeping pills unless he was carrying them on him. It's gotta be fingerprint the bottle. Nothing else really makes sense. Well, test Powers' blood could make sense, but... that would prove that he took it, that wouldn't prove that he was drugged. If the fingerprinting shows that... fingerprinting would show that Hammer did it. That'd be that's like the closest one. An idea. Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check the bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer didn't have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. And as you say, Your Honor, the trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
Because you can only have 3 days in court in this court system. And this is the 3rd day. This is a bit longer than I remember it being. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1! Woo! That was a close one.
You were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Me too. Wait, you have a home? In the spirit world?
Really? You both seem so confident.
That maybe I should take up a career in acting? I didn't know that, and I thought that was the 2nd day. Yeah, this is the end of the 2nd day, so the extension will be the 3rd day. And I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back then.
Me too. The dead. Oh, of course, we're only kidding. Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right. Thanks. Oh.
To be continued. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Bow. Okay, I'll stop doing the music. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? That's too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They have so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. Do you know the name of this plant now? Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering so much of it. It looks a little swollen. She's yeah. Okay. Cause he asked her about like the poster and stuff. Then I realized the poster's instead of the title. Okay. Go talk to Mr. Powers. Pension Center.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you.
No, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yeah. Although there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either, other than transform into my sister, who's a real lawyer. Please, this is no laughing matter. Can you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer. She is well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
And she's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Then why is that?
And ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
And what?
nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Thanks for, just dropping that.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila?
No, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. There's something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows this name, Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high.
I can imagine him being at her beck and call, but I can't imagine him jumping. He's a fat nerd.
And I was wondering about what Mr. Hammer. Mr. Hammer, he was a big star back in the day, right? And then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in a little production at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to the Samurai Summer.
He just gave up on being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, I was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
They kept telling us that the place fell on hard times over and over again, but 5 years ago they've had nothing but hits since then? Game, do you keep your own consistency straight, please? Like your own plot? This isn't even like court relevant, but come on. 5 years ago. Look at this photograph. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers?
No, what's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life.
These are Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Wait, she did it. Seeing things like this really makes me...
Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Oh...
Sure, dude. Well, you and your chest hair can go back to doing whatever it is you're doing. I'm going to go on to see... Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna be past this trial just so I don't have to talk to her anymore. Okay. Okay, here we go. Gotta get the voice ready.
Old Windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted.
Stop egging her on, you're gonna make her talk. You're gonna make her talk. You eat, you die.
Oh, she's alive.
If you can call it that. She's basically a mummy. Oh, I have to talk to her about this. Okay, here we go. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. She is the studio people. She's basically Barbara. Yep. She's like aggressive Barbara. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. He's a total incel. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
Well, Maya, spend some time on the internet and you'll find some weird stuff out. No, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't, Maya. He's that wimpy. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed off this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper, my poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal a Powers costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. Maybe he stole a costume so he could get past you without you talking to him or looking at him.
She's basically Barbara. I bet she told him what to do. I bet they worked together. And yeah, I thought she was like an aggressive Barbara too.
Never would stoop so low, it's impossible. Well, I'm gonna leave, you psychopath.
Can we get a gumshoe? A little bit of gumshoe. I need some gumshoe in my life.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or producer?
I don't know. I just needed to get away from Old Bag.
I guess they're not filming today either.
Well, one of them's dead, Maya.
I did want to see them filming just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
Yarr! No touching!
Hey!
Oh, sorry, pal. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
I didn't mean Alice had a heart attack.
Guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor. Dramatic, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Twices thereof.
Ah, gumshoe unit. That's some good stuff.
So you're looking for the traces of sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take that plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. It reacts to these sleeping pills. See, if there's any traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced in sleeping pills. Looks like it. Here we go. How goes your investigation? Tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I kind of feel bad for Mr. Edward, though. And how is Edward doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about bones, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. That seems just about like the hardest thing for that guy to do. And he could actually manage. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Yeah, I got some good news for you about that, pal. They found the victim Jack Hamill's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right.
What do you think about this camera?
Guessing I know about as much as you do, pal. I eat nothing. Okay. Well, that was useful. Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But This week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai.
What? No!
And I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes.
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1?
He stole a Steel Samurai costume too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer had some kind of hold on Hammer. He had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt. You know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then?
What do you mean the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No.
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? No, why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about the kids that love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. The program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah, children. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at the scrapbook, I think.
And this is...
The fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I wouldn't think that you would understand that better. I would think that you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
So someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, producer Miss Vasquez managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.